so that they don't ring across the country now when we finally get live. I'm on the screen. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming through today. I appreciate it. Last Friday of June. Can you believe it? July, tomorrow morning. Absolutely crazy. All right. So, but I'm glad that you're here this afternoon. Thank you for all of you who've tuned in live today. You are sitting at DuePoint. DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We are a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. Started in 1965. We're nearly 7 decades old. This is not a here today, gone tomorrow kind of business. And it's not a sort of garage startup. This is a very well-established financial services company. I encourage you to go away, do some research, find out about us, and get comfort with what we're doing. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider as well. There's our FSP number and license number there. You can look us up on the FSB's website, and you can see all of our licenses next to the door on the way out today if you want further comfort. I also want you to be comfortable with the team here. Folks, we were obviously all selected for our skill sets and what we're doing at DuePoint. But perhaps the most important thing about the team is that we're actually here. This is a South African company with a South African team, and you can find us at any time, Monday to Saturday, inside these 4 walls. And we hope that that brings you some more comfort, especially given the South African context these days. This is me, Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive here. I'm a chartered accountant, spent 20 years in this industry. This is Tim Reynolds. He is our banking expert, spent 15 years working with the First Rand Group as part of their executive team. This is Stacey. She's our auditing specialist, comes from Deloitte, worked both locally and internationally with them. We've got Jane here. Jane actually is from the UK, but she's spent the last 10 years here in South Africa, but brings us a lot of international experience into the team. And then we've got Rob. He's our design guy, ran his own digital design firm for about 16 years called Wired, which specialized in the financial services industry. So we've got all the things that we need for doing it here, but we want you to be comfortable with the team before we continue. Folks, what are the things that we do here at DuePoint? Well, we have 2 objectives. Our primary objective and passion, as you will see if you spend any time with us, is the objective of placing in the hands of South Africans a tool that they can control that will create recurring, reliable income in their hands. Given what is happening in the economy right now, given what is happening in South Africa right now, we have never needed a tool like this more than we do right now. We, as employed individuals, just the guys on the ground in South Africa, are knocked to and fro by what is happening in our country, economically and politically. We have no control over it. Every day we wake up to hear some new disaster, some new corruption, some new change in law that just bashes us from one side to the next. We see a shrinking economy as a result, which means that there's less and less jobs every year. We saw 433,000 people become unemployed between January and May this year. 433,000. You know how many people have lost their jobs in the mining sector over the last 10 years? 160,000. 4 times that number became unemployed just between January and May this year. It's absolutely out of control. If you've got a full-time job today, you have no certainty or security that that job will be here tomorrow. You really don't. With a shrinking economy, the fact that we are now, I like to call it junk mail, junk status, we have got no foreign investment coming in. We're in real trouble. We're in real trouble, and it means that we have to change the way we create income for ourselves. We have to. And at DuePoint, our primary objective is to place into your hands a tool that will allow you to do that. If you're able to create extra income with our tool, if we're able to get you into that position, we believe that we can start tackling some of the systemic issues that we face as a result of the fact that we are not earning enough as individuals in South Africa. The very first one, of course, is debt. We all know it. I don't have to describe it to you. I don't have to sing that song. We are all in trouble. 60% of South Africans are more than 3 payments in arrears on their debt. 60% of the country. Okay? It is a huge issue. We are plugged into a system that dictates and sort of integrates into every aspect of our life today. If you come to one of our sort of evening presentations, we delve a little bit deeper into this, and we talk about the fact that we are so over-indebted as individuals that we've become professional debtors. We're all professionals at this. We know how to leverage our income like no other country on earth, but what it does mean is it means we're completely poisoned. Our hope and our future is removed from us because we owe it to somebody else. We never get to own it ourselves. And we hope that if we can create income in your hands, you can start to pay down this debt and maybe ultimately be in a position where you don't need debt anymore because you are now earning enough to pay the prices that are evident in our economy today. You know, they've told us inflation's been 6% for the last couple of years. They came out and admitted a couple of weeks ago it's been closer to 17%. But you've only been getting 3, 4, 5, 6% raises, haven't you, for the last 10 years? I know that's what's been happening to all of us. If you're only getting a 6% raise and inflation is 17% compounding each year, there is no hope that we can continue to survive. And so we hope to address that. The second thing that we hope to address is your ability to anticipate events that are both soon and in the distant future. You know that every month there is something that is unanticipated, isn't there? A child gets sick, a mom dies, a granny dies, a car accident occurs, somebody hurts themselves. There's always expenditure that was not budgeted for. And given the fact that we're not earning enough just to survive, how do we cover these little events? Well, these little events become crisis in our lives, and we end up running around borrowing more to try and solve them. We want to put you in a position where you've got regular, recurring, reliable income that actually frees you from that circumstance. When little things like this happen, they're not crisis, they're just things that happen, and you're in a position to pay for them. The next thing, of course, is we want you to be prepared for the end game. All of us are going to get to a point somewhere along the line where we can't work anymore. Every single one of us. It doesn't matter how invincible you think you are. Retirement is a reality. Retirement is not the moment when you choose to become retired. It's the moment when someone else chooses that you retired because you are no longer employable. Or you are unable to work because you become sick or infirm or have a car accident or something and you can't work anymore. That's the moment you're retired. And when you're retired, your expenditure doesn't go away. You still have to eat, sleep, be clothed, be roofed. All of these things still have to happen, but you haven't got income anymore. Now, we hope that by that time you've created a recurring, reliable income with the DuePoint system, and instead of having to lean on your children to support you, you're able to actually continue to support them into your retirement with us. Those are our primary objectives here at DuePoint. Our secondary objective at DuePoint is that we're bringing DuePoint into the 21st century. As consumers, we've changed the way we buy. We don't want to work through third parties anymore. We want direct connection with our suppliers. And at DuePoint, we have created a pipeline straight from you into the heart of the insurance company. And by doing so, you now deal directly with the source with DuePoint. Those two objectives put together creates what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is super simple. It allows you as an individual to contract with us as what we call a wealth engineer. A wealth engineer is an individual who engineers their wealth through the DuePoint system. They have one task to do as a wealth engineer, just one, which does not include selling, marketing, advertising, advising, and it doesn't include any of that. It is one task, which is connecting people to DuePoint. As you connect people to DuePoint, the people you know, the people you're going to meet in the future, you penetrate the South African economy for us. You create for us channels of distribution into which we can come along and facilitate the purchase of our products. And when we do that, we create revenue for ourselves, and when we do that, we create that extra recurring income for you. We never ask anybody to quit their jobs at DuePoint. That would be ridiculous given our current economic climate. You need to keep your job, you need to be great at it. But what we hope to do is bridge the gap between your earnings right now and what you actually need to be earning to survive, and hopefully in time what you need to pay down your debts, get on top of them, and prepare you for the future. That is what we hope to do with this extra income. How do we make it recurring? Well, we don't sell things here. We don't sell milkshakes and pills and cleaning agents and all these sorts of creams and things. We don't do that here because that cannot create a reliable income for you. What that does is create a reliable expenditure for you. Every month you have to go and buy more because it's rotting in your garage and you can't sell it and people don't buy every month. So your income might be up some months, but then it crashes and you've got expenditure that's there, but no income. In our system, we use financial services and lifestyle products, which run on a debit order system, and the products are for life. As you pay your debit order every single month, your income comes in on a recurring and reliable basis. Folks, we also have in our system as the second layer your ability to duplicate yourself in others. Instead of being like your employment where you are in competition with everyone around you for the limited number of promotions and increases, here everybody that is with you in the channel you create becomes part of your team that works with you 24/7, a business that never sleeps, in creating income successfully and reliably on a recurring basis for you. This is completely different to your traditional model of employment. And this is the switch that's difficult to switch in people's head. They have been so indoctrinated to believe there's only one way to create income that they cannot actually see beyond that box. And we hope here at DuePoint we can start pushing you outside that box, start getting you to realize there are other ways to create income that are in your control, not outside of your control, like employment. Folks, there is absolutely no risk in becoming a wealth engineer. None at all. There is no cost to start. There is no starter book you have to buy. There is no monthly fee, business fee, admin fee, marketing fee, sales fee. There is no cost of application forms. There is absolutely no fee in being a wealth engineer at DuePoint. By simply being a DuePoint product owner, as part of the package, you're automatically a wealth engineer, and there is no cost. So for today, if you choose to become a wealth engineer, it will have cost you nothing. No money will have parted from your pockets today. And if you choose tomorrow that you don't want to do anything as a wealth engineer, fine. You will have lost nothing with this process. Our entire system was designed around the principle that people do not lose financially in our system. Too many times in the South African economy do we hear and read about people losing money, their pensions, their futures, because of these things that are out there taking their money. Well, that's not what happens in the DuePoint system at all. In addition, you do not require any specific qualification or experience because you're not brokers of ours, you're not agents of ours, you're not marketers or advertisers, you're certainly not advisors, because you form no part of the sales transaction here with us. That's what we do. You simply connect individuals to us. It is for everybody. And you are building a real asset. Because we create recurring income for you, not this buy stock thing and sell and hope and all of that nonsense. Here it's recurring debit order income. Because you do that, you now have something that can be priced. Because you can price an income that occurs every month, you're able to value your channel that you built for us. With a value, you're able to sell it, you're able to transfer it, and it will outlive you. When you pass away one day, it'll be handed over to your children. And they will earn the income that you created during your lifetime. They may even choose to take that channel and grow it further during their lifetimes as well. That is what a real asset is, and that is what you create here at DuePoint. And as I said to you folks, you form no part of the sales transaction at all at DuePoint. You are never ever going to have to worry about selling something to your friends or your family or your acquaintances. We in fact contract you out of any form of sales in the DuePoint system. We do all of that as DuePoint, and our e-portal website does the rest of the work. You don't do any of that as a wealth engineer. So you can totally relax. We've freed you in so many ways. If anybody's ever done direct selling before, you know the first thing you've got to do is you've got to learn about all the products. Then you've got to buy all the products. Then you've got to present all the products. What a flippin' nightmare. That's, now in the DuePoint system, you don't buy any products, you don't have to learn about any products, and you never present anything. There's only two people that ever present at DuePoint, and that's myself and Rob. So only two people you're ever going to see presenting. Your task is simply to connect people to us. All right, so how do you connect people to us, and how do you build your channels of distribution? There's 4 ways of connecting people to DuePoint. 1, buy one of our USB sticks. It's got our presentations on it. You've got a smart TV, laptop, computer. You plug that USB stick in, and there I am. 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll be amazed how fresh I am. There I am presenting to you, okay? Second way, put them in this room. If you're in Gauteng and can get to these offices, Monday to Saturday we present. Nighttime, lunchtimes, mornings. Your friend cannot wash their hair that many times, so you'll eventually get them here, okay? And if you do that, we're alive and in living color for them right here. Then, third way, use our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel, folks, is probably your most powerful resource. It's packed with hundreds of our presentations. Every presentation we do, in fact, is recorded and placed on that YouTube channel, including the one we're doing right now. We'll be there straight after this presentation. So you've got that 24/7 to be showing people your favorite presentations, as well as all the other material that we have on that YouTube channel. And then the fourth way is that we live stream all of our presentations. So if you can't get here, it doesn't matter. Or if you've got people in the Eastern Cape and KZN or the Western Cape, wherever it is, you just tune in at the time of day when we're doing our presentations, and there we are, live and in living color around the country for you. 4 ways to connect people to us. That's all you do. So people say to me, Brendan, but when I'm selling your product to someone else, no. Your task is not to sell. Your task is to do one thing, to tell people about the opportunity that DuePoint offers to create recurring and reliable income in their hands. That's what you talk to them about. If they are adamant about knowing about the products, you send them to our website. That's it. You don't ever have to talk about it. They can read at the website, and then you plug them into one of our presentations, and we do the rest of the work for you. As you do this, as you bring people and connect them to DuePoint, some of them are going to catch the vision of what we're trying to do here and become wealth engineers as well. When they do, we allocate them to you, and your channel is born. These folk go out and do exactly the same thing, connecting people to DuePoint through one of those 4 methods. Some of them will become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. Soon you've got tens, hundreds, thousands of individuals across the country, 24 hours a day, and I'm not joking about that, adding wealth engineers to your channel. We have every single day people becoming wealth engineers between midnight and 6 in the morning. I don't know what they do. I'm sleeping, but they are becoming wealth engineers. This is a 24/7 income generating business for you. We then come along because you have now penetrated the South African market for us. You have created your own channel of distribution for us, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout your channel, and your income is born. Now, what's very, very important to note is that this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not a scheme. It's not a shape you've read about in a newspaper. It's none of those things. This is a genuine, real-deal income-generating opportunity. We are regulated by 8 regulators in this business. 8. Some of them sit on our board, and we are reviewed on a quarterly basis. How we managed to slip this past them, is beyond me, This is not one of those things. This is not one of those things where your friends jam you into the lounge and go, I've got a business opportunity for you to watch, and you're not allowed to have the bra until you've watched it. That's not what one of these things is. Okay? This is a genuine income earning opportunity. But like everything that's genuine in life, you don't get rich quickly off of it. This is like your career. This is like building a business. The number one thing you will pay at DuePoint, and there is a price. People would say, what's the catch? Here's the catch. The one thing you will pay in changing your life with the DuePoint system is time. You are going to have to put time in, lots of time, years and years of time. But you're already doing it in your employment. How many hundreds, thousands of hours have you poured into your careers? And you're all happy to do it. You don't even argue about it. If your friend says to you at the bar, I've got this great job for you, you're not like, but if it's Amway, I'm not coming. You're not like that, But when somebody says, hey, come, here's a different way of earning income, you're like, no, my dad warned me about stuff like this. That's what you do. But you go and pour hundreds, thousands of hours into employment that has got you nowhere. I can say that quite confidently because only 0.5% of employees ever reach their aspirations. 99.5% of us never get there. Never get there. It's a treadmill to death. That's all it is. You run on the treadmill until you die or can't work anymore, then they kick you off and put a younger person in. That's the way it works. It's worked like that for centuries. And you don't get there in it. Folks, this is not going to get you rich quickly. But where you pay the price of time and energy and thought and persistency, it will change your life in a way your employment couldn't. It does it in 2 ways. First of all, through our returns program. Our returns program pays you R27.50 for every person who successfully pays for their product in your channel via debit order, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel the payment took place. So for instance, you run out, you talk to a few of your friends, a couple of them become wealth engineers, and they pay for their product. You get R27.50 multiplied by 200%. They're on your first point, the people you directly introduced. That is R55. R55 per product per month. Not R1, not R5, not R12. I've seen all of them. Those are numbers from the 1990s. Okay? We've had 17% inflation every year since then. Okay? This is 21st century money. You feel it, it's material, it's significant. These folk go out, they chat to a few more people, connect them to DuePoint, they pay their product via debit order, and again, you get R27.50 multiplied by 200%, R55. Now, you've only been here 5 minutes, and according to this particular example, you'll be earning just less than R1,000 a month. For very little effort, R1,000 a month. It's not changed your life, no. But you're feeling it. You're feeling it already, extra R1,000 every single month, reliably. Now, if you then decide at that point that this is the real deal and not one of those things that happens at Bryce, folks, you put some more time and effort into your channel, you will continue to earn on all payments made in your channel on a diminishing basis, even beyond the 8th point. You are not limited by the size of channel you can make or the amount of money you can earn in the DuePoint system. From the 8th point onwards, you will always earn 4% of R27.50 as long as you qualify to earn. This means if you build a channel that's 25 points big and people are making payments, you will get 4% of 27 Rand 50 for all the points beyond 8 where you qualify to earn. When your children take your channel over one day and build it to 50 points, the same thing will occur to them. From 8 to 50, as long as they qualify to earn, they will get 4% of 27 Rand 50. Your potential is never limited at DuePoint, and our hope is that we create legacy, things that can be handed from generation to generation. That is what we hope to do here at DuePoint. Now, practically speaking, what does that mean you'll be earning on a monthly basis? People ask me this question all the time, and it is absolutely impossible to answer because every single one of you is going to build your channels at a different rate and in a different way. Can't say to me, Brendan, in order for me to earn 10,000 Rand, how many people do I need? I don't know. It depends on where the 10,000 people or the 1,000 people or whatever it is are in your channel. It all depends on you. But we wanted to answer that question. How much can you reasonably and conservatively estimate your earnings will be at DuePoint? And we came up with a growth formula after looking at 2 decades of data called the 3+2 growth formula. It says that in your first month with us, you put just 3 people on your first point. You can see this is hardly like part-time, 15 to 20 hours a week. Just 3 people in your first month. And then every month thereafter, you put 2 people on your first point. So you're active, and you're persistently active month after month after month, but you're just putting in 1 person every 2 weeks on average. Okay? Then you work with your guys that you've put in to do the same thing. We apply the mathematics of lapses and cancellations and people not doing 3+2 and all of that into it, and we believe that you can reasonably estimate your earnings at about 2,500 Rand a month after doing this for 6 months. 2,500 Rand a month. For some people, they go, no, that's just useless. I'm not spending 6 months here for 2,500 Rand. I earn that per hour. Well, folks, it is 30,000 Rand a year you've just added extra to your household, and you've done it in 6 months, and you've done it on a sustainable, reliable, and recurring basis. If you can put 6 more months in and do 1 year with us, that's this time next year, halfway through the year 2018, we reckon you can reasonably estimate to be earning around 9,000 to 10,000 Rand extra a month. Remember, this is extra. You've still got your job. You're now earning another 120,000 Rand a year. You've been putting in 2 people a month and working with your team. But you've done it every month, including the month of your birthday, and Christmas, and New Year's, and Easter. You didn't stop for those months. Every month, you've been putting 2 in and working with your guys to do the same thing. You now have an extra 10,000 Rand a year. If you can do that for 24 months, not 24 minutes or 24 days, 2 years. If you can do it for 2 years, we reckon you can reasonably estimate to be earning around 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. It really doesn't matter how much you earn now, whether you're earning 150,000 Rand a month or 5,000 Rand a month. An extra 30,000 Rand a month, 360,000 Rand a year changes everything. This is on a reliable, recurring basis. You haven't had to start up a shop and buy a giant truck for the stock. You've just simply connected people to DuePoint. Okay, now, if you can push through to 3 years of doing this, 36 months, we reckon you can reasonably estimate and conservatively estimate that you'll be earning around 45,000 to 50,000 Rand a month. That's 3 years of effort and labor and persistency with us. And you're earning about 600,000 a year, plus minus 600,000 a year out of us. Then, if you can push through to 4 years, we reckon you can reasonably estimate to be earning about 60,000 to 65,000 Rand a month. In 4 years' time, that's 720,000 Rand a year. And if you can do half a decade with us, now that's half a decade of labor, 60 months. Now you're getting all excited. I can see the guys in the back row getting sued. They're getting their hankies out to wipe the sweat and the tears, the excitement. This is 5 years, okay? This is not Facebook 90 days, million Rand a year nonsense. Nobody gets that, okay? It's not real. No career you could ever enter would pay you that in 90 days. Folks, this is 5 years. 5 years of labor that you've got to be putting in with us. Persistence. You're going to be dealing with people. People are incredibly disappointing creatures. Incredibly. They'll let you down in amazing ways. But if you can put 5 years into it, we reckon you can reasonably estimate to be earning about 80,000 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's $1 million a year. You're the top 0.5% of earners in the country after that. Now, I get 2 responses to this mathematical calculation. One is, the most common one is it takes too long to earn in the DuePoint system. This is because we've been conditioned by Facebook and the internet that says 90 days and everything happens. Folks, no, unfortunately not. Again, I put you back into perspective by saying how many years have you spent in employment? How many decades? How many hundreds of thousands of hours have you spent in employment? Has it ever got you anywhere remotely near any of these numbers? And yet you were completely willing to sacrifice that time. Completely willing to sacrifice it, okay? You've got to start thinking straight. This is 5 years that could change everything. The alternative argument that I get is that this is just flagrant marketing and nobody's ever going to be earning this much. Well, good news, we've already got people earning that much, so that's already broken that fallacy. But secondly, it's a good point. Let's look at this on the ground. We've been doing this long enough now to have a lot of people earning, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people earning in the DuePoint system. We add about 120 to 150 people a month of new earners to DuePoint alone, okay? But let's take a look at this on the ground. Every month we pick a sample of people. Here's this month's sample. We've got a guy by the name of Denzel. He's here today. I'm sure you'll find him outside. Denzel joined us on the 31st of August last year, and he sat in the presentation like this, looking at me. And he was very skeptical. His father had warned him about stuff like this. And so he signed up, but he was not going to do anything. He wanted to watch, and he did. He watched. He watched for about 6 months. And he watched, and he watched, and he watched how lives were being changed at DuePoint in incredible ways. I'm going to show you some of them in a moment. And in about February, he decided he'd also like to have his life changed. And in the first 3 months since he started getting his act together, he got to 2,500 rand a month. Now, I said it would take 6 months to get to 2,500 rand. Oh, I know, yes, that's Rob. We'll fire him for the 4th time out of that, okay? But you get the idea. He's April, so it's February, March, April 2017. He's on 2,500 rand a month. 2,500. I said 6 months. He did it in 3. This is 4 months, and that's 5 months. 5 months in of putting his shoulder to the wheel and his head down and getting committed. He's now earning 10,000 rand a month. All right. So let's ask ourselves a few questions. What does an extra 4,500 rand a month do for us right now? You've still got your jobs. You know that. If we add 4,500 rand to your income every month, how does that change your list of problems? That's not too bad. How does 10,000 rand change your list of problems every month? You're still getting your income. You're still working full-time every day. But you've now got an extra 10 grand a month. What does that do? Well, Denzel's already in that position, as are many, many others. Can you put 6 months in? Can you put 12 months in? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. You'll find in the DuePoint system that there are no blockages and no roadblocks or bottlenecks or anything. There's only one problem we can't solve in the DuePoint system, and that's you. You will be your own problem in the system. The system doesn't work. I don't accept it when people come to me and say, your business doesn't work. I go and I say, you don't work. My business is incredibly successful. Okay? You've got to make the decision every morning to keep going. If you do, life will change. We've got Nonkabella down in East London, the Eastern Cape. She does not have the luxury of option number 2. She doesn't get to put people in this room. She is building this using all of our remote tools and live streaming. She joined us on the 13th of March last year, massively skeptical because of all the schemes and scams that are running rampant through the Eastern Cape and KZN. Absolutely skeptical. Followed one of our wealth engineers very closely for an entire year, watched how her life and their life was completely changed in 12 months, and then said, no ways, I want to get involved. Also started in February, getting down to business. February, March, April, 3,600 rand a month. May, 4,000. June, 11,000. In the matter of 5 months, she's earning 11,000 rand a month. I said it would take a year to get to 9,000 to 10,000 rand. I still stand by that. I think on average, it takes a year to get to 10 grand a month. She's done it in 6 months, 120,000 rand. Maybe that's the best you ever get, though. Maybe after 15 years of being here, the best you can do is 5,000 rand a month. 60,000 rand a year. How much does your life change with an extra 60 grand a year coming in? Massively, massively. We don't need 100,000 rand a month like Facebook wants to advertise on. We don't need that. We want to put 5,000 rand more in everybody's hands, and how would our economy be different? Absolutely, absolutely different. Folks, we've got Soso here from Cosmo City. She's been with us for a year and been working for a year. She put her head down straight away. She runs her own business, works 6 days a week at that business. She does not have time. So if you feel like you don't have time, welcome to the club of people who don't have time to do this business, but are doing it anyway. It's not a valid excuse. I don't want to hear it. Okay? Nobody's got time. 6 days a week she works at her business, and she said, I need capital for my business. No bank is willing to capitalize her business. So she's making her own capital. And in the course of a year, she's created a 240,000 rand a year asset for herself. She's got an extra 20 grand capital every month now that she can be pouring into her school. Folks, your decision will dictate your outcome at DuePoint. You can go to our YouTube channel and find the testimonies of at least 70 other people, I think now, on our YouTube channel. You can go and watch the guys that are earning 700 Rand a month. You can go and watch the guys that are earning 5,000 Rand a month. You can go and watch the guys that are earning 85,000 Rand a month. They're all there. They're all on the channel. Go spend some time, look through them, and see how we're changing people's lives. That's the first way you earn. The second way you earn with the DuePoint system is through our XP Rewards training program. Our training program is designed to teach you from beginner to expert how to be a great wealth engineer and build great channels at DuePoint, but is also designed to reward you along the way and over the time it takes to build this channel. This is not a 5-minute exercise. We help to keep you encouraged by rewarding you. The system, as you complete steps in the training program, rewards you with what we call XP points. These are experience points. They're not worth anything. They are simply a measure of how experienced you are in our system. As you gain more experience and as your channel grows and you complete both criteria in our training program, we reward you. In the beginning with a little bit of cash, because that's what you need. This is in addition to your returns. You need it in the beginning, the cash, to get your channel up and running. And then later on, as you get a bit more mature and your channel gets a bit bigger, we start to increase the amount of cash that we reward you with. We also then start to give you tools. Tools we know will accelerate the growth of your channels here at DuePoint. At rank 5, we give you an imported lightning memory stick from the USA. It plugs into every single electronic device in South Africa, comes jam-packed with our presentations, downloads, testimonies, tools, everything you need to talk to someone about DuePoint any time of the day, anywhere, whether you've got an internet connection or not. Then at rank 7, we give you a very, very powerful tool, your own business cards. It's hugely powerful in developing channels, but not a cheapy set. An imported set that is gold-gilded, gold-printed, and customized for you that is worth 12,500 Rand. You get that set. When you give somebody a card out of a 12,500 Rand set, they want to know who DuePoint is, and they're going to want to know what you do. It is how your channel accelerates in its growth. These guys are here. Find them, talk to them about how they're using it, and you can see an example set in our glass cabinet afterwards. At rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size, every year that you do, we take you and your family away on a 1-week holiday, 5-star, all expenses paid, business class, every year for the rest of your life. Now, this is very exciting. It is. I mean, this is on top of everything I've told you. I'm not going to take you away on a holiday but you're not rank 9, so don't get excited. You have to curb your enthusiasm. You're all rank 0. Rank 9 is a long way away from rank 0. But we got a whole bunch of rank 9s already. And every single one of you can be rank 9. There isn't a limit. It's not the first 5 people that make rank 9 that go. It's every single rank 9, and it's every single year. So you might not make it this year. We're going in December. There's about 5 months left. You might not make it. That doesn't matter. What you build this year, you will build further on next year. This is not one of those businesses where you reset to 0 at the beginning of each year. What you build in year 1, you have in year 2 to build on. And everybody that reaches rank 9, everybody on the same set of criteria will come away with us on our rank 9 trips every year as long as you maintain your channel size. This year in December, we're going to this exact hotel. Everybody who makes rank 9 comes away with us. Everybody. There are no prizes and there are no winners at DuePoint. Everything is earned in a set system that applies to everybody. There are piles of people coming. I've just put a few up here. We can't fit them all on the screen that are coming with in December already. And any one of you can be there. I mean, there's 5 months left. It's tricky, but if you put your heads down and you go for it, you can make it. And anybody watching us live can make it. But that's a decision you'll have to make, and you'll have to make it. This could be you right there. It's a decision you have to make in our system. At rank 11, folks, we'll give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not rented to you. You don't finance it through us. We don't give it to you and take it away. It's yours. It's your car, and we want you to use it to build your freedom with DuePoint and in your own economy. Once a month, we run Wealth Quests as part of our training program. Wealth Quests you can get excited about today because they are designed to be completed by anybody, no matter what rank, between the first day and the last day of every month. And they are designed and structured to reward you with the tools you need to grow this business. So some months it's iPads, iPhones, smart TVs, cash, data, Wi-Fi routers, all of that sort of jazz that come through in these wealth quests. Every month it's different. This month we've known that data is a big issue for most South Africans. It's like toilet paper and gold. It's like the most important thing in the country right now. Data just kills everybody. So, no problem. This month's wealth quest, which was You're in the Army Now, said that if you could rank up in our XP Rewards program. That's what I just told you about. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you could rank up twice between rank 0 and 2, or once if you were rank 3 and above, we would give you 10 gigs of data a month for the rest of this year, till the end of December, on Always On's public Wi-Fi system. 10 gigs a month. There's over $6,000 worth of data that we were going to give you and are going to give all of those that qualify this month. Now, if you're new here today, you can't do it because it's one day. It's impossible. Okay, well, no, it's possible, but basically it's impossible, okay? But you'll be glad to know that tomorrow morning is the next wealth quest from the first. So those of you who are wealth engineers that have been pushing for it, please keep pushing for this. Today's your last day. You want to make sure you get the 2 criteria, enough XP and the people into your channel in order to rank up. Remember that, okay? And then it's 60 gigs of data for the rest of the year that is yours with Always On. Okay, now folks, you'll know that we've been running our Winter Solstice XP Challenge as well this month. We've got today is the last day. Wealth engineers, today is the last day of that challenge where you get 1,000 XP for every first pointer you add past the Winter Solstice, which includes today. Any wealth engineers who add a first pointer between now and midnight tonight get 1,000 XP for each one. So let's get cracking today. From tomorrow, it's gone. Okay, this is your last chance on the Winter Solstice Challenge this month. So people say to me, Brendan, I've done the maths, it doesn't work. How do you fund this business? Well, it does work. I mean, look at how many flippin' accountants we got in this building. But this is basically how it works, folks. In the traditional space where we all come from, insurance and banking, what we do to advertise to you is we run TV adverts, billboards, radio adverts, SMS campaigns, bathroom campaigns, everything we can, we put adverts on, okay? It costs hundreds of millions of rands per company, billions per annum across the industry for us to advertise to you, okay? How do we pay for that? Nobody ever seems to ask that question. Well, it's very simple. We reverse engineer the cost of that into your monthly payments. That's it. Your product payments pay for everything. And that's the one thing you've got to remember. There's no external funding. What we do is 30 to 50% of your monthly payment for your funeral cover, your car insurance, your health insurance, your banking fees is next month's marketing. That's how we do it. Every month you're paying for next month's marketing. Now, we've done exactly the same thing here at DuePoint. The only difference is we do not ever advertise. You will never see a TV advert and you'll never hear a radio advert for DuePoint. Never. We use you. You connect individuals for us. You penetrate the market for us. So all that money that we would have spent on SABC and DSTV, all that money is now available for you and your channels. That's how we do it every single month. All right. Folks, there's 3 products that we as DuePoint and our website facilitate the purchase of, not you. Our first one is our Access Wealth Plan. Our Access Wealth Plan is 299 Rand a month, the princely sum. You know what I mean by the princely sum? Only princes can afford it. 299 Rand a month, and for the 299 Rand, you get your very own tax-free investment account. We take 100 Rand of that 299 and we put it in the investment account for you. It's a no-notice, no-restriction period investment account, which means the money is immediately available to you. You can draw it out straight away. Okay, which means the actual cost of this is 199 Rand a month because your other 100 Rand's in your own investment account, tax-free. For the 199 Rand a month, you get 110,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover for your beneficiaries if you pass away. And as I said, as part of the package deal, you get to be a wealth engineer. Our second product is our Wealth Guard product. It is designed to guard your wealth. For 274 Rand a month, you get 1.1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. 1.1 million. No age limits, no maximum ages. It doesn't stop at 65 or 75. No deferred benefit period, okay, or waiting period. No medical examinations or declarations. Your 97-year-old diabetic grandmother can take this product for 274 Rand a month. How are we doing this? Because you're dealing with the source. Our third product is our Wealth Points program. This is our non-financial, non-insurance product. It's my most exciting product. I think it's absolutely awesome. This is our Buyers Club. For 274 Rand a month, you get to be a member of our Buyers Club. You get access to the list of suppliers that we have gone to as DuePoint, the 65-year-old insurance company, okay? And we have negotiated prices and discounts and account managers and packages with lists of suppliers. You can find them all on our website that you now have access to. We can completely change the way you spend your money. We can completely make your expenditure so much more efficient through our Wealth Points Buyers Club. I love that product. I think it's fantastic. $274 to be a member of the Buyers Club. Folks, as I said, you're now a wealth engineer if you're a product owner. If you're a wealth engineer, you get at no additional charge our entire executive and management team. You can book us at any time. We'll sit with you. We'll train, motivate, strategize with you and your teams. Anytime, Monday to Saturday, you can book us. You get all of our state-of-the-art technology. We develop it and maintain it constantly at no charge to you. You get all of these facilities that you can use from Monday to Friday during business hours, presentation rooms, boardrooms, breakaway rooms, free Wi-Fi and tea and coffee that you can use to build your channels with at no cost to you. You get to be nationwide instantly with DuePoint because we live stream everything out of here every day. People in any province can become wealth engineers in your channel because of the technology that we offer you at no cost. So today is not a decision about DuePoint, folks. We've run out of time to go away and do more research, to think about it. There's no time left. Take a look at what's happening in our economy. It is today that we have to make changes. It is today that we have to change the way we generate income. We have to. No one's going to go out and quit their job today. No. But today we want all of you to walk out of here with this tool. And we want you to start using it to change your future. That's what we want. It's not going to cost you anything today to do that. But we want you to start changing your future with us. If you choose to become a wealth engineer today, folks, it is very simple. You hook into our Wi-Fi, our free Wi-Fi with your smartphone or tablet, go to DuePoint.net, click apply, fill out the form, and you're a wealth engineer. A W number will be sent to your phone, and that is yours. It's your channel. It's your asset. It doesn't go into some kind of structure somewhere. It's yours. And you will build your channel. You will choose whether it's going to be useless or magnificent. You will choose that for you as you build with DuePoint. Then I want you to sit with the person who brought you here and do two things. Two things that you will need to succeed. One, you need a goal. And two, you need a plan. If you don't have a goal, and it can't be 100,000 Rand a month, that's not a goal. That's a dream. You can get there later. First goal, 5 grand a month, 10 grand a month. And then you need a plan with the DuePoint system. Do that today with your lead wealth engineer and get yourself off to the right start. Folks, we have all the tools you need here to succeed. You don't have to complete the wealth quest. They are tough. They're designed to be tough. You can get most of the stuff by simply purchasing it here or ordering it at info@DuePoint.net. Our USB stick with our presentation on. No data required. Plug it into your computer or your TV and play the presentation. Power banks for your phones and tablets. People are constantly saying, oh, I can't finish the application form, my battery's running out. Well, get a power bank. We've got it. It's a great conversation piece too. Who's DuePoint? You know, what's that power bank? Where did you get it? It's a conversation piece. Folks, we've just got new stock in on our hats, on our caps. Plenty caps available for order and for purchase. Get them. Your business cards, guys, you don't have to get the 12,500 Rand set. Come and purchase a set, fantastic set, that you can start using to legitimize the growth of your channel. We have everything available for you. Go out and get them and get started on the right foot. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the most powerful resource that you have. It's free to subscribe, hook in, and you will know the moment we go live and the moment we upload videos, and we're doing that on a daily basis. Make sure you are subscribed. Download our app. It's free onto your phone. It plugs you into your channel in real time. In real time, you can know what is happening in your channel with our app. Your tools are there. All your personal information is there as well. Make sure that you've got that app on your phone. And then, folks, if you want to come to our head office presentations, please make sure you book. Go to the app, to events, and book there, or go to our website under the events menu and book there. You only have to put your name in, not your guest. The reason you need to do that is they might stop you at the gate if your name is not on the list. So we don't want that to happen. Make sure that you've booked if you want to come here. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very serious about what we're doing here at DuePoint. Very, very, very serious. Have a look around you. This is not a garage operation. You're not talking to me from a prison in Russia via Skype. That's not how this is working. We are very, very serious about what we're doing. We are absolutely passionate about changing the country we live in. We are. Yeah, we're going to make money out of it. Don't get me wrong, I'm not doing this for my health, but you are too. But we want to do things that make positive impacts, and we want you to be part of that. Today, if you've got questions and concerns, come and ask us. Ask your lead wealth engineer, and if they can't answer, come and ask me and my staff. We had to answer all the questions when we designed the system. We had to. So come and talk to us, and then let's get you out there equipped and changing your life. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you outside, and thanks to all of you who've tuned in live.